ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us on a colder Tuesday across the country. Snow showers this morning affecting Christchurch and Queenstown. We saw snow last night in Dunedin, and now we're seeing hail and sleet around Wellington. The cold change is moving northwards. The whole country will be colder by the end of today. So let's take a look at the latest Misery Index wind map. Misery Index highlights anywhere that feels like it's below zero, which is the areas you see in the blue shading. So that is a big chunk of New Zealand right now with that below zero wind chill. This was taken earlier this morning. You can see the big high out here near Tasmania with light winds and the big storm to the southeast of New Zealand. The air pressure was 960 hectopascals yesterday. It could get down into the 940s over the next day or so, but it is starting to move away. That's the main polar blast right there, just starting to slide a little bit now further out to the east. This map actually shows a little bit better. This was taken at 7:40 this morning. Satellite imagery, infrared. You can see here the areas with the speckled clouds, absolute classic sign of a big strong cold southerly. But notice how it's moving off from the lower South Island. It actually warms up today by a couple of degrees. Gore has a high of 7 today. I think your high yesterday was around about 4. So tropical, basically, coming back. Okay, we've got a bit of snow around today. Like I say, a few snow flurries around Christchurch and also Queenstown this morning. But the heaviest snow moves into the North Island around Central Plateau. That could affect, as you can see, State Highway 1 right smack bang in the middle of that. And also the other highways going around the mountain, the Napier-Taupo Highway might also get a dusting of snow, and the snow flurries go all the way up the Gisborne Ranges. And in fact, I think we'll see a couple of snow flurries on the tops of the Waikato mountains as well, like Mount Pirongia and Mount Te Aroha. Probably won't be able to see very much because it'll only be very light because there is not much moisture going further north. And then once we've had the colder, windier, snowy change, we get the below zero map for tonight, and it shows a lot of places are below zero. And many of these South Island ones will be not as windy. So frosts are more likely, so take a look at your local forecast to get more information. And it's not just the weather, it's also the sea that's all churned up. In fact, I'm on the wrong side. The Chatham Islands, next exposed to these very, very big swells. So is Wellington in the southeastern corner here, but it is starting to slide like everything else. It's starting to move out along to the eastern side. So as we get into Wednesday, the big storm, this is it here, 954 hectopascals. That's the Chatham Islands. So the bulk of that weather sort of pushing out over the Chathams and just east of the mainland. High pressure rolling in, but that blue line, that indicates the colder air that's coming up out of the Southern Ocean. So it is cold right across the country, but you know, for the very north of New Zealand, it won't be too bad. And for the very west of New Zealand, it won't be that bad either. So high pressure is starting to roll on through. By the time we get to Thursday, the high is right over the top of us. But the cold wintry change hasn't finished yet with the eastern side of the North Island. You've still got showers and cold southeasterlies blowing through there. So it's a bit of a miserable week actually along the eastern North Island, just around Hawke's Bay and Gisborne as those southeasterlies continue. But the big high means big frosts. Black ice is going to be a problem tonight. That's, you know, when you get frost on the road, but you can't see it. So we're likely to be seeing that around the South Island, or not seeing it, because of the drop in temperatures and the wet roads today from some snow or showers that have come through. So it might freeze tonight. So take extreme care. And tomorrow night as well as we go into Thursday, some of those frosty conditions will certainly be around the South Island. By the time we get to Friday, there could be a few frosts around the central North Island, but there's a bit of a warm breeze, warm compared to what we've just had, coming back down into the lower South Island. This is a very powerful high, 1040 hectopascals, so that'll be firm. And that's part of the reason we're getting this big southerly right now, because this powerful high, which today is out over Tasmania, is helping to dredge up this southerly because it is so powerful. So as we go into the weekend, the powerful high is with us. It brings dry, sunny weather out to the eastern side of the North Island now, and those warmer winds start to come down out of the subtropical area. So it will actually warm up as we go into the weekend. There's also this next system out here affecting Adelaide, Melbourne and Tasmania. That will be eventually coming to New Zealand, but this very powerful high is going to take a few more days to clear away. That is all from me. Don't forget, we've got more information about the snowy change and the wind chill all on our website. I think we've just updated the story to 14 or 15 maps, so all the latest information can be found at weatherwatch.co.nz. We'll see you again tomorrow.